Glass House, commence these nuts. Here to do the week 12 recap. I'm gonna make this short and sweet as possible, but you know I'm long-winded, so I can't make it too short and sweet. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and keep it where I don't lose y'all in this shit. I don't want to lose y'all. All right. So let's start off with the matchups. First of all, let me say one thing. One thing. First thing first. When you're not in the playoffs after this week, once you don't make the playoffs, I eliminate you from ads, drops, and waivers because you will not affect teams that are in the playoffs when you are no longer a part of the playoffs. You're not going to be adding, dropping players, and doing waivers and all that foolishness. It's not a keeper league. It's not a dynasty league. There's no need for that. It's complete bullshit. So I'm not going to allow it. All right. First matchup, we got Pat's Haitians versus D's Nuts. Pat's Haitians needed a W to stay alive, and Pat's Haitians failed. Simple as that. We played QQQT over guys like Demarius Thomas and David Moore, who outscored QT by 16 and 17 points, respectively, which would have got him the victory this week, and he failed to do that. So, as a result of the bad coaching, Matt Ryan with 27 and 37 from Juju wasn't enough, as these nuts was able to beat the Pats Haitians, sending them packing, gone fishing. You know what I'm saying? You're eliminated from the playoffs, Ralph, man. And I appreciate that payback money too, man. That kickback, I like that. These nuts didn't have a good performance either. 32 from Luck, 22 from Corey Davis. Thank you, Willie. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Keenan Allen with 20 points. And 10 and 2 locks these nuts into the playoffs. Also, first round bye. Next matchup, we got Winston versus Humbleway. These two boys traded with each other about 50 million times this season, man. This time it worked out for Humbleway. He needed a W. He needed to win out the rest of the season. He needed 2 wins in a row to even have a shot at making the playoffs, and he started off on a positive note, beating Winston 141 to 126. That boy Winston Big Ben with 26, and that was it. Next highest score was the defense of the Lions, 17 points and 15 from AB, and that was it, man. You had a bunch to do with 10, 11, 12 points, 9 points. Humble way, you had Tom Brady, Tommy Terrific, Tommy Touchdown, the Golden Boy, TB12, the GOAT, Tom Brady, 26 points. You also had a bunch of guys that didn't score 20, but these guys got close. Aaron Jones, 18, Ty, 19, 17 from Devontae and Mike Evans. So congratulations, Humble Way. You staying alive for the fight, man. You live to fight another week. And next week you just gotta get another W, man, to make the playoffs. Mari versus Ordinary Guys. Next matchup. Ordinary Guys, same position as Humble Way. You needed to get a W this week and next week. Ordinary Guys, you also started off right with a 191-168 victory, pushing your record to 6-6. Philip Rivers helped you out by one incompletion the whole game with 28 points. Zeke 25, Melvin Gordon 20, Tyler Boyd 21, Tyler Lockett, both of the Tylers. They got 21 and 33 from the Ravens defense. As for Mari 35 from Deshaun Watson, 22 from Tony Michelle. Julio gave you 23, Zach Ertz gave you 22. But you're already eliminated, but I commend you for setting the lineup. And, man, I'm so glad I don't have to face Julio or Zach Ertz because they are not going to be on any championship teams, any playoff teams, which is great. So as for Ordinary Guys, second highest score of the week got you another life, man. Yeah, you got another life for next week. You got to win it out, though. You got to win it out. You're going to have to do it without Melvin Gordon because he got sprained MCL, and that boy gonna be out for probably the rest of our playoffs. So, and Austin Eckler is not on your team, and he ain't gonna be on your team because if somebody drop Austin Eckler right now, and you pick him up, that's gonna be real fishy. Anyways, next matchup, we got Wowo 954 versus CMR Canes. Wowo 954 is out of the playoffs, but just like Mari, he set a good lineup, and he actually won this week, beating CMR Canes, who could have improved his playoff stock and his playoff seeding by getting a W, but he lost. And it's not going to affect you making the playoffs. You're still in there. Drew Brees gave you 30. Leonard Fournette gave you 25 before he got ejected and ultimately suspended for one game. And 21 from the Texas defense. As for Wowo, Lamar Jackson, LJ, 23. Adam Thielen 26, Emmanuel Sanders 21, and the Chargers defense gave me 23. So hey, 3-9 is your final record. I mean, not your final record, but record right now. Got one more week. I hope you set your lineup and make some noise your last week. And see how my Canes only get a W because even though you made the playoffs, remember your playoff seeding is still going to be affected by a win or a loss this week. And playoff seeding sometimes can be just as important as merely making the playoffs. Next matchup we got Cowboys Nation versus Braveheart Bandits. Braveheart Bandits had a rough year, man. T-Boy came into Mike and said, "Look, man, I want to be part of this shit." You know what I'm saying? Mike was like, "Okay, you can be part of it." But T-Boy was a little silent that way. You don't get to motherfucking do what you want to do. You don't get to make no trades and do all that crazy shit like you want to, man. And as a result, your team gonna suffer. Colt McCoy is your leading scorer of the week. I'm gonna take a pause and say this once again. Colt McCoy was the leading scorer of your team this week. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And that is pretty much the story of Braveheart Bandits season. A lot of people failed this week. Mark Ingram, Adrian Peterson, Tyrell Williams, Austin Hooper, Jarvis Landry, just to name a few. Anyways, next year y'all be back. I'm quite sure separated. Everybody gonna have their own team. T-Boy is gonna be Glass House Bandits again. Mike gonna be Braveheart by himself. Hey boy, hey, be quiet. Don't start that foolishness. Cowboys Nation, you are led by Christian McCaffrey with 46. I don't know what that boy been on. They need to test him for steroids. That boy on some shit. James Winston with 29, 21 from Ridley, and 22 from the Bears defense. So Cowboys Nation, you in there. You set for the playoffs, man. Congratulations. Hey there, baby. Congratulations. Next matchup, we got Pilo versus I'm Better Than You. Pilo, same boat as Ordinary Guys in Humble Way. He needed a W this week to make the playoffs, or at least have a chance of making the playoffs. And Pilo did his thing, man. I'm Better Than You. Had a shot to lock in your playoff spot with a W, and that was an epic fail right there. 122 to 210. This is the biggest blowout of the week. Also, Pilo had the highest score of the week. And Braveheart, I'm Better Than You. You had the lowest score other than Braveheart Bandits. So there it is. 33 from Saquon for you, Joe Mixon 21. So your running backs was everything to you, and everybody else was nothing to you, pretty much. You including your quarterback with 15 points. Pilo, you had Kirk Cousins 36, Nick Chubb 27. You got 22 from Stephon Diggs, 38 from Amari Cooper, 20 from DJ Moore. You know what I'm saying? And the only person who really shit the bed was Michael Thomas, and that's scary. When your stud was the only dud on the team, that's scary. Anyways, you 6-6. I'm Better Than You. You 6-6. Let me break down the standings for you so y'all can get a better understanding of what the playoffs looking like. As for me, I'm in there with a 10-2 record. I got the first round bye, automatic first round bye. Cowboys Nation's 8-3-1. He's locked in. If Cowboys Nation was in the other division, he'd have a first round bye. But right now, the other division does not have a first round bye because you got Wencedoff. Well, not yet. That'll be determined this week because Wencedoff with 7-5, Pilo 6-6, Humbleway 6-6, Ordinary Guys 6-6. I'm Better Than You 6-6. Now Humbleway and Wencedoff and CMR Canes are the other two teams that are locked in. So that's 4 teams. We got 2 more playoff spots. 4 teams with 6-6 records. Good thing is, those 4 teams play each other. Pilo is going to play Ordinary Guys. Winner wins. Winner goes to the playoffs. The loser goes home. And Humbleway is playing I'm Better Than You. The winner goes to the playoffs. The loser gets eliminated. It's that simple. So you got to win this week, man. Ain't no question about who's going to the playoffs or not. The winner goes to the playoffs. The loser goes home. Simple as that. Unless it's a tie, and if it's a tie, it's going to come down to a tiebreaker. Right now, the highest scoring team is Pilo by far with like 1,900, so he'll definitely win the tiebreaker. Then you got Jerry with 1,768 and Humbleway with 1,764. Willie, you way down there with 16-something. So Willie, if you end up with a tie, you don't want that. That's just as good as a loss for you. You got to win. It's a must win for you guys. All right. Good luck, man. I'll see y'all next week for the week 13 recap. Peace.